Welcome to Space Haven. So, first of all, thank you so much to Bugbyte Ltd for providing me with a free press key for the game. I hope the music isn't too loud in the background, but hopefully it'll be fine. It looks okay-ish on the meters, so I hope that that is accurate. So for those of you who are not familiar with the game Space Haven, it is kind of like a RimWorld in space, with many twists. I'm not going to go through all of the things that this game has to offer. I'm sure several of you have seen the game before, and I'm also sure that it is a game that you're all eagerly anticipating. The developer asked me kindly to specify that it is currently an alpha version, currently in alpha 8, and I'm, as you can see, on version 087. And I was also encouraged to ask you, if you're interested in the game, to wishlist it on Steam and so forth, which of course is a very good thing, because that helps the developers. So if this is a game you're interested in, please do go wishlist it, because that helps the developers. I have played the game a little bit. I think it was in version, let's see, might have been... Can I load more here? No, that'll just put it into the browser. I think I was back in version 082 or something, maybe 083, but at least it was in alpha 8, so it's more or less a blind playthrough for me. I know the basic stuff and all that, the necessary how to do things, blah blah, but I haven't played the game enough to understand how the game works, and I think that's part of the fun that I want to share with you guys, actually. So first of all, we'll just go with normal game mode. I think we will... This abandoned mining station was abandoned at the height of the crisis on Earth and has now been repurposed as a shipyard. Use its facilities to build your ship from scratch and strike out into the unknown. You can play this scenario if you want more freedom to build a truly customized spaceship. I have been playing on the basic platform. This one seems interesting, but I have no idea what that entails, so I'm going to go with the basic platform, since at least I have some idea what I'm doing there. Game name New Haven. No, let's just use Caledonia. So the difficulty, peaceful probably is a bit too peaceful. I mean, it says the general level of adversities faced will be low. Whereas Builder is, it seems easy enough. That's the one I've been playing on as well. It says that you will face some adversity on your travels, but still allowing for a more relaxed play style. I think we'll go with the Builder. I'll leave the tutorial objectives on, just in case, so I don't forget anything. And now this part is the part that I wish that I could modify this myself, because that would be much easier. I mean, I'm fine with the fact that you can't, for instance, modify the attributes or the traits revealed after the apocalypse. That's fine. But at least it would be helpful for me to modify these, because now what I'm going to have to do is to make sure that I have plenty of these things. We can't go ahead with a medical 1, gunner 1 and weapons 1 in our team. That's not going to work. So I'm going to have to randomize until I find something that's useful. Because this is not a pilot, that's for sure. Mining 3, gunner 3, but construct 1. This is a pilot and a miner. And a constructor. That's not ideal combination. Now let's move on here, try again. Botany and construction. That seems like a good combination. I'm happy with that. Okay-ish on operations as well. Traits revealed after the apocalypse. Alien lover. Just fascinated with aliens. So this appears to be a male specimen. So that's at least something. Of course, need a proper name here. Occupation before the apocalypse. Florist. High intelligence, low bravery, low zest, low perception. I don't know. Let's go with Quadrotus, I think, on this one. Okay, so the next one. Navigator. A navigator with piloting 1. Well done. You can construct. I want to have several of them having construction abilities. Traits revealed after the apocalypse. Suicidal. Yeah, that sounds like a great trait to have. Charming. That's much better. You still can pilot. You are not bad at mining. You're a horrible botanist. As a matter of fact, you can't do botany and industry at all. You can construct some basic things, but you're very good at shielding, piloting, and navigation. So I think this guy is going to be our ship's navigator. Used to be an airline pilot. That seems very fitting. You knew it. You knew it, Peps. Maybe I should actually click enter on this. There we go. Peps, you're the ship pilot and navigator. And you can also do some mining every now and then. I'm sure you're very disappointed that I'm not putting you into gunning and weapons and all that stuff, but that's just how it's going to be. We don't really need 2 pilots. And what we do need is someone who is good at industry and medical. Okay, well, that was easier than I thought. Used to be a telemarketer. Is now a minimalist. -10 to learning, but can happily sleep on the floor and also eat without a table. Are you good at anything else? You cannot do mining, botany, or weapons, but you can do some construction. You are decent at gunning and navigation. And the other things, not so good. But I think that we will keep you. But Abdullah, that's not a good name. This will be Wally. Peps needs to have a red shirt. This is going to be upset with me. And the black pants. Wally, I know Wally has a fondness for green. Quadrotus, the pink here. And the final one, don't really need mining. Oh, we're getting a good team here, though. No, I don't think that's ideal. I want at least 1 in construction. So this is Amit, the neurotic farmer. I don't think you're welcome. Ryan got bloodlust. If he had high skills in gunning and weapons, maybe, but a bartender with bloodlust who is not very good with weapons, I don't think so. Selena, also neurotic. But that seems like a good person. This is a very male crew. Surprisingly male crew. So 0 piloting, 0 botany, 0 medical, 0 gunner, but good at shielding, operations, weapons. I'm not sure if I want to go... Well, Peps and Wally are actually quite good at gunning, so they can be doing the gun stuff of the ship. Whereas Ozzy would be a very good weapons operator for the ship itself, and also a good shielding operator. Used to be a gourmand, which means that this person is going to have their mood lifted every time they get to eat something. That seems fine. Let's give a blue shirt here. And I think that this will be... I think Tunefix. So we have Quadrotus, Peps, Wally and Tunefix on the team. And with that, let's just jump into it. Can find new crew members by exploring hypersleep chambers aboard derelict ships. That's pretty cool. Also a very good way to get psychopaths on board, I guess. Okay, so here we are. First of all, the tutorial tells us that we have to build a tools facility. That facility will transform resources to recharge our crew members' building tools. This is essential for any type of building, and it constantly makes noise and requires power to operate. So we have the build menu down here. Oh. Right, so they have definitely changed the build menu system, as they said that they would in the patch notes. Of course, that means I don't know where things are, but I'm a bit worried about the intensity of that music sound. Gonna turn it down just to be sure. Tools facility. Don't remember how I rotated things, so I'm going to have to look at that very quickly. Key bindings, rotate, F and G. I think we'll put the tools facility up here. They also need somewhere to rest. The ship storage is obviously full, as we haven't barely started, so of course it's full. Right, now you guys start doing things. Let's follow the tutorial for now. I do have some specific things that I want to have done. This thing requires... we need more thermal regulators, actually. They are happily plodding along. Tunefix is now building the tools facility. Anyway, we're quickly going to have to expand the size of the spaceship. And I'm not making any promises on how good looking this spaceship is going to be, because... as I said, I haven't played the game very much, and I don't know what is a good way to build a ship. We can build an oxygen generator, and we can build a gas scrubber. Or rather, we must build those things. Those should be under life support, I suppose. So, oxygen generator, let's build that just beside the oxygen generator, and then the gas scrubber beside that again. Let's autopsy sale. Okay, well, I am slightly worried that that is below food, but never mind that. We want to have some kind of there furniture. Let's just build a small table. Okay, so that means I can't build a chair there. Let's build a small table there and have a couple of chairs around it. We also need to build a thermal regulator. Either one of them. Silly Caledorn. You. Need to move you. There we go. Much better. Just so they have somewhere to sit when they are eating. And then we need to build a thermal regulator. Now, I don't know if we need to build that all the way up here, because it's going to be in the way. It actually says rotate down there. Might be nice to have somewhere to walk down there. Let's build it there. I think that's the only thing we need to build right now, according to the tutorial. I am not so in agreement with that. Let's activate sketch so that we can increase the size of the ship. Not activate sketch, but sketch. Activate sketch is to actually build. Let's do that. But let's wait with activating all of it. What we can do is activating this part of it. Someone will go out and start building that now. But this thing doesn't have power, so we need to expand the power grid. And of course that's going to be an interesting thing, because you guys know me and my tendency to make sure that things are in alignment and so forth. Okay. I really don't like having one in the middle of the floor. What I think I'll do, I think I'll build a wall power node here. I absolutely need to have one there, but let's also build a wall power node there. We'll deal with the rest when we get to it. Oh, and for those of you who are following my channel on a daily basis, as I mentioned in one of my channel announcements yesterday, I haven't been feeling too good. Been having some annoying coughing and stuff. And I've also been very tired. So that's the reason for the lack of content lately. I feel much better now. Hopefully it shouldn't be an issue. I hope this thing doesn't return yet again, because this is the I think it's the 5th time that it has returned. But the important thing is that it hasn't been severe. And yes, for those of you who are curious, I haven't been tested, but I'm pretty sure that it is the coronavirus that I've had, because I've never had a cold or an influenza that has come back 4 or 5 times over the period of 1.5 months. Now we need to link up these things. That one links to that, so this one needs to link to that one. It will link that one to that. Wait. Okay, so this one links to that one, and then this one links to that one, and we can snip that one. I think we can snip that one too, because it gets connected that way. Okay, let's go out of that mode. So they need lights. Sure, we can help with that. Let's have some lights near the table. They also need somewhere to prepare food. I don't know if that is in here. No, that's in here. I'm thinking that could be a good temporary place to put the kitchen. Everything is going to have to move anyways, because this thing makes noise, a lot of it, and people are not happy with noise. Imagine that. No, Peps and Quadrotus, they're lonely. Now they need beds and a toilet. That is part of the reason I wanted to build this thing out. Edit, activate sketch. Let's complete the sketch all the way. And then I have to look carefully here. I need walls. I'm going to pause the game while I put down walls here. We have 4 crew members. That wall looks absolutely horrible. I think we'll use that one on the inside of the ship. So 1, 2, 3. Is that enough? I wonder if I need 4. I need 4. I know I need 4. I might want to have 5. Furniture. Bed. If you have a bed inside, I don't think you really need anything else except for a bed at the beginning here. So we want to have each room being 3. Like so. Probably way too big, actually. I think we should... Can I... No, I cannot apparently. I'm sure there's a way to mass remove blueprints. It's just that... let's see, edit. If I do clear area, does that help? No. We have to be space conservative in the beginning here. We don't really have that much stuff that we can use to build. Okay, I have to remove this one and this one as well. So what we just need first and foremost is 4 bedrooms and a bathroom. And we need doors. That door looks fine. And we need to wait until they've done the hull out there before we can do more stuff with the walls. Now, power. Okay, excellent. So we can build power. We can build a wall power node. After the wall has been built, we can build a wall power node. Let's put down the beds as well. Speed things up a bit. Coffee is being consumed, in case you were wondering about the noise. So it would appear that Quadrotus is doing the ship construction. That's good. Now let's build the final wall we need, so that we can actually shut off the bedroom. I hope those walls will fix themselves when they actually build them, because that looks absolutely ludicrous. It makes sense that Quadrotus is lonely out there. Why are you in major discomfort, Peps? Conditions. Hungry. I don't know why you're feeling uncomfortable. You haven't mentioned anything about why, which would have helped if I knew what the problem was. If you send me 3 copies of your complaints, I'll see what I can do. Until then, I'm sorry, there's not much I can do. Come on, fix the wall, please. Thank you. If we can only get those 5, excellent. Now we have that, so let's go ahead and build the final wall here and put up a door there as well. And of course, let's speed things a little bit down. We want the wall power node now. We can build that here. Of course, that does not cover. Well, I can link it all the way up there. Not sure why I want to have it there, actually. Let's move it. This thing... This is the last... Move this so that it's there. That's a perfect spot for it. And we need to build another one. Of course, that means we need the wall to be finished again, which is fine. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of them sleeping at the same time. So one thing that I want to do is go in and have a look at the crew management, the schedule. So everyone requires 6 hours of sleep. So if we move this one to there, that one to there, and that one to there. No, not there, there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 hours of free time and work. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 hours of free time and work. And I think I want to make sure that I get that at the correct spot, so let's do it like this. Okay, so we only have one overlapping here. So if I do this, 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 and this, now we have someone working all hours. Now, I'm sure probably someone is going to be very unhappy by the fact that they didn't get enough sleep, but everyone gets to sleep in order now, so it should be fine. As for priorities, we'll get back to those later on. This is our star system map, so let's just speed things up while people sleep and do whatever. Since they only completed 1 bed, most people are going to have to sleep on the floor. Peps found the bed. This thing needs to be linked. I'll link it to that one. Slow things down a little bit, and let's build another wall power node here. This bed apparently seems to be Sepsis bed. Period. This one will be Quadrotus's bed. This one will be Wally's bed. And whenever that's done, it will be Tunefix's bed. Might want to give them some lighting inside of their apartments. I didn't know that he could actually be built above the bed. Apparently it can't. Can it? No, cannot build here. Speed things down again. This thing also has to be linked. Having a daisy chain kind of link is a good idea to avoid things getting troublesome in case of invasion and stuff like that. Now they will probably be happy if we get them a toilet as well. Not that I know where that is. Here we have an X1 multi-purpose toilet. It is hygienic and capable of transforming human waste into usable water. Operated by a crew member. I have no further comments to that. Probably want to have a light in here as well. The music in the game is very soothing. So those of you who follow me regularly know game music is quite important to me. And I must say that Bugbyte has done an excellent job with the music in this game. It's very soothing and calming. I enjoy it very much. Okay, so most of these things appear to be done, which means that I want to activate the sketch for the rest of the box that I'm building. No, it is not supposed to be a Borg cube, but that's probably what we're going to end up with. Wally is no longer lonely. Tunefix is lonely instead. How can you be lonely when you're asleep? This system has noble metals, base metals, carbon, and ice, and of course the obligatory offline ship that we are going to get a mission for exploring at some point. Why aren't you doing anything, Peps? You lazy bugger, leaving the construction work to poor Quadrotus instead. Okay, now you have everything. He built the toilet and... Okay, privacy is not a concern here. Grow bed, or grow bed. This miniaturized farm is used to grow crops, requires water and suitable temperature, light and CO2 levels to operate. Works best in an enclosed room with a CO2 producer, light and thermal regulator. We're going to build one of those, but we need the ship to be extended a bit more first so that we can actually build a room for it. Could technically probably... No, I can't because this is going to be in the way. They need to be able to enter these things from the backside, so that's why it's space between here. I mean, I guess I could start building a wall here, but I need this first line done first. But someone just entered a ship. Seems to be on their way out to building. Yep. What's the temperatures like now? Not vents, temperatures. A bit cold in the bedrooms, but otherwise not too bad. Oxygen seems to be fine. Wall view. I guess that's not a horrible view. I think we need another temperature regulator up there though, because it's a bit cold in that area. Life support, let's build a wall temperature regulator. Build it there. Peps got comforted by Wally. Well done. One of the issues I had in one of my test games was that I didn't have enough people who could construct things, so I had two people who were constantly running around doing nothing. They had 0 in construction. So for your initial team, at least what I've learned is that it is a good idea to have some construction ability on all of them. "26 hull blocks left. We are going to have to expand the ship more. Speed it up even more so we can get this part done before we have to end the episode. Max speed. Come on. There we go. Now we can start building some walls up there. I don't think we need a corridor wider than 2. At least not for now. Let's build a wall like so. Don't think we need... We need a door, of course, but I need to see first and foremost how big the grow beds are. This one is huge. We don't need that big a grow bed. If you have a grow bed standing... That's tiny. Like that. And we build a door here. Now it looked as if they built the wall here. I would like it here. Maybe I can just build it there. Because I'm going to need another one anyways. Let's build that there. And then we need a thermal regulator in this room. We also need a CO2 generator, I think. We can't use a CO2 generator yet. And the reason for that is that there is a room for it there. So let's then build a wall going down there. Let's temporarily put a door. What? What do you mean I can't build there? Okay, build it there then. We need carbon. That was what I was going to say for the CO2 generators, and I don't think we have any. Power not linked. Let's link it up. Oof. And I want to build a final power wall node. That looks good. Okay, so now they want a recycler. The recycler is noisy. Let's speed things down a little bit and sketch a bit more. Because we need to have a room, and I'm planning on using this room for construction stuff. Let's just activate it right away. And I hope the ship hull wall will connect to the wall here. In terms of growing, on bed 1 let's grow some fruit. And on bed 2 let's grow some root vegetables. Requires CO2. Well, you're going to have to be happy with the CO2 that our crew members are generating. This thing requires links, so let's link it up to this one and then to the generator. And now we have a full circle. There is a small area of the ship that isn't powered. This area, to be specific. We probably have to fix that. But I'm wondering if we should maybe build a wall or something. Yeah, because this thing is extremely noisy. I don't remember if we have a... Okay, so we have an ample supply of that. Comfort, yeah. This thing reduces the comfort by a mere 150. So we want to get that out of the way. At least in here they have a slight amount of comfort. The toilet apparently is uncomfortable. Now we do need that recycler. I don't remember where that is at. Probably under resource. Recycler, yes. It's big, that's for sure. I'm also amused by the fact that they can go out here. Doesn't appear that they are donning space suits either. Let's also do some more sketching. So that we can have an area up here for the kitchen and stuff like that. I don't think that's enough. Let's activate that. We can build right away by just build hull. But I like being able to see. Let's activate that as well, so we get it even. We are running low on hull blocks, but food is our most critical thing at the moment. Which means that it's probably a good idea to expand this as well to 3. So we can have more grow beds. And activate that. This place needs a light. And since we now increased the size of the place, there will be room for it's not the furniture. There will be room for the CO2 generator eventually, so let's flip this around and build a light there. I don't know if you can build a light there. No, can't. Four. I think we're gonna have to build the light. We can't build it there. Okay. This thing is that big. Yeah, we're going to get around to the equipping the crew members, but I think we'll do that in the next episode actually. So for now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.